Good morning. I've come across an interesting video from an African woman from the very good country called Kenya. Now, this woman has been in the United States for only a year now. She's a spouse there to somebody she met, and she shares a lot of complaints about her life in America. And she's not happy about living in America. The expectations of her living in America are not well founded, especially that America is talked about as this great country where your dreams come true. And according to this lady, she's stating that she's not happy and she was crying throughout her video. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but I wanted you guys to listen to what she has to say, and I'll make my commentary on her video. Listen to this.
Real talk. Real talk. So, if you're there fasting and praying to come to America, I think I would say you scroll because this video is not for you. But I think I would say stay and listen so that when you're praying, you also know. It's good to pray with understanding, right? And the people who are like, oh, you should stop discouraging people and stuff like that, please, it's not today. Don't start today. Don't start with me. I need to rant. So, it's officially one year in America. I actually came here February 2024. Yeah, so I'm officially 1 year. And I don't want to cry. I miss my life home. Yeah. If I was given the opportunity right now, I'll pick my life back home without thinking twice. Ever since I got here, I have just been thinking so much, and I'm like, I had things going on for me. Life was good. I kept thinking about, or I've been thinking from time to time, I'll just sit and think all the projects I had back home, all the things I was doing. I'm not a lazy person. I consider myself a very hardworking woman. And so I had life going on for myself. So let me give you a backstory. I moved here not necessarily to look for greener pastures, but because I met a man that I fell in love with, and he happens to be from here and live here. And because of everything we've been told by the media about America and how great this place is, how this is the land of milk and honey, I thought it's only wise, and I'm also very traditional, so I thought it's only wise for me to follow my husband and live where he lives. My husband has been here for some time. He has lived outside the US. He's lived in Germany. He's lived in Iran or Iraq. I think Iraq. He's a veteran. So he has always been mentioning here and there about, how difficult life is here, like just the challenges that are in this country. But I never listened. Like I used to listen to him with this ear and it will leave with the other ear. You know how Africans we are, like, based on what we've been told, America is all this. So I was like, this man doesn't want me to enjoy the American dream. But he has time without number expressed his dissatisfaction about this place. Heck, he doesn't even want to retire in this country. And if he was given the opportunity as well, like right now, he would also choose to leave. So anyway, I didn't come to America for greener pastures, like I was saying. Even before I met him, I had a good life back home. I had a stable job. I had opportunities. I was happy. I was enjoying food. I was enjoying the warm community. I was enjoying the good weather. I could travel every weekend. I was on the road just traveling. As a corporate person, or being in corporate, having 21 days off annual leave every year. By the time it got to December, I never had any leave left. I was that outgoing, and I really loved my life back home. So I don't know if it's because I moved here when I'm old enough, because I moved here when I was 30 years old, and so that's why I'm having a hard time adjusting. But I really, really miss home. I really, really miss home. There are times I just want to let all the years we've, struggled just to get my visa to come here go down the drain, and I just move back home and just continue with the projects that I had, just continue with what I was doing there. But I just keep telling myself, let me keep pushing, because maybe this feeling will go away. I've spoken to, I'm literally shaking. I've spoken to quite a number of people who have stayed here for some time, and they keep telling me this is normal. It's a normal feeling to feel when you're still new. And that you get used to, life here. So I don't know at what point I'll stop thinking about this. The reason why I recorded this video, the reason why I started recording this video is because this morning that feeling hit me so hard. I'm just seated here and I'm like thinking of everything that I was doing back home, and I'm like, maybe I should just go back and do that. Like, it was working. I don't have to start from scratch. And like I said, I'm a career person. I'm a career woman. So I don't necessarily need to work. My husband can take care of us, but I still want to work because I believe in empowering myself and growing and, just having something going for myself as a woman. So I can't just sit at home and say, oh, I don't want to start from the scratch or from the ground. I think that's one of the reasons that's really making me feel frustrated, is because by the time I was leaving home, I was up here in my career, and of course nobody will recognize that when you come. You can't tell them, hey, look, I was a manager back home, and they start you off at the managerial position. No, I'm really grateful that I've joined the field that I was back home, sales and marketing or customer service, because that's what I love doing. So I've joined that, but you have to start from scratch. Aside from that, there's food. I'm just having a very hard time with food. Sometimes it's just so difficult to eat. I'm like, what can I eat? So many people have suggested like Kenyan foods, but I have to drive like 2 hours away to just go get food or Kenyan food. And it's not sustainable to buy Kenyan food all the time. You get what I mean? Yeah, and generally just the feeling, the vibe, it's also exhausting as a parent, because there's no help here. You really have to just do everything, you and your partner. Oh my god, it's just so much. But yeah, this is also part of the relocation journey that probably you will not see, but here we are.
Okay, so I came across that video on TikTok, and normally TikTok videos are short but hers is long, and she just wanted to express her views, her wishes, her feelings about her expectations of America. Now, I've come up with a few points which I would like to help my sister and other people who are just moving to the diaspora. Personally, I moved to the United Kingdom when I was young. I was 21 years old. I was 20, turning 21. So when you move to a Western country or, America, when you're younger, it's different because you get to mingle with people, you get to know people, you get to relate with people. I've had all my 4 children in the United Kingdom. So that's the life that I have come to know. Now, I'd like to say this about my sister. First of all, on this platform, we'll always say that life is spiritual. You prayed for a spouse. God has given you a spouse. You are now in America. And what you do is you come on TikTok and cry. Definitely there's something wrong somewhere. Now again, I'm here to understand you as a sister because I know that you moved to America with high expectations. And specifically because, you are mature, you're not a young person, you've been a manager. For you to work hard as a manager in Africa, then definitely you're not a young woman. Number one factor that affects many, many, many people when they move to the Western world is age. The age you move to America, US, or any other country really, really matters because you will have known Kenya or Africa or Zambia, Nigeria, Zimbabwe all your life. And then suddenly you are in this country where you have to learn about their culture. So it's okay to feel homesick. It's very, very okay to feel homesick. But you must learn how to adapt to the culture that you have now decided to, accustom yourself to. You told us that your husband warned you about America. He's a veteran, meaning he's in the army, or maybe he's retired, but you decided you wanted to join him in America because you've moved to America where there's your spouse. So in the first place, you would have come to America, joined your husband as a visitor to see how the place is. Now, the most tedious process is the visa. So you've done your visa, you've been granted your visa to go to America, and all you can pay American people is, no thanks. I don't like America. It's not what people say it is. You need to find a way of, number one, joining a church in America. Once you join a church, your local community, you will make friends. The reason why I'm saying this is America is different from the UK because most people in the UK, they have papers. With America, you'll find that people live far away from each other because America is bigger. And most of them are doing what you call live-in care. They are there to survive. So you are there very lucky, very blessed. Your husband has papers. You have your papers upon entry. You are on a green card as a spouse. So what you need to do is find a community of a church where you can belong to and make friends there. You find even support groups within the church, women's group. You can even volunteer as part of any of the organizations that, support women, homeless people. So on a Saturday when you're free, you go and feed homeless people. So keep yourself busy and stop thinking about Kenya. The moment you start thinking about Africa, you start comparing your life, you will never settle. Believe you me, I have lived in the United Kingdom for 21 years now. And the moment I stepped a foot here, I started finding ways to settle here than looking back at where I'm coming from. God has blessed you with an opportunity. Be content. Be appreciative of that opportunity. And secondly, what I would like to advise you is, please and please, my sister, be prayerful in this world. Life is so spiritual. People are so wicked. They might have said, we shall see if she'll settle there. Probably this is your first marriage ever. You've never been married. You don't have children, maybe, I'm not so sure. And now, some people are angry. They're now saying she'll come back with nothing. So you have to seek the guidance of God and be very, very prayerful. And also, be fair to your husband who brought you all the way. It takes a lot of documentation. It takes a lot of sacrifice to bring you to that country. Be busy. Take your husband for walks. Go to the park. For dinner. Keep yourself busy. Start creating memories and not creating videos on TikTok to complain about how America is not good. America is a great country. Many people would love an opportunity. How do you know? You go to the embassy. Forget about what is happening right now with the Trump administration. He's cleaning up because so many people are in America illegal. But when you have papers in America, trust me, America is a great country of opportunities. You can even start a business. What are you waiting for? If there is no support group in your community, start one. Start advertising it with the local churches. Start advertising it with the local communities. Partner with other organizations. You may have Kenyans as well in your area. There are so many Kenyans in the diaspora. Kenyans have groups, WhatsApp groups. You can belong to those groups. I know people may say, oh, there's a lot of gossiping. I don't want to be part of these groups. You need to be part of these groups because you learn a lot about where you are living right now. And she talks about food. I go 2 hours drive to go and buy food. Sister, America is big. You can't compare it to the UK where we drive only 10 minutes, 20 minutes to go and buy food. Be content with what you have. You've gone to buy food all the way for 2 hours. What are we supposed to do? To feel pity for you? You can open a shop where you are then. That's a business opportunity right there and there for you. Open a Kenyan shop. After all, you're on a spouse visa. When you see that there's a problem, be a solver, a problem solver. That is how you start a business. Start a business as a shop owner. Start selling African foods. You will be busy, you will meet people, you'll be supplying people, you'll be busy taking orders. Make yourself busy. And you've complained about how it's boring, you don't have any family. You've only been in America for a year. I understand you. Like I said, it's very, very easy for you to be homesick. I understand. But start looking at starting college or something. Go to college. Join a local college. Go to the university. You will make friends there as well. Start doing courses that will help you to stay in America. Yes, you were a banker or a boss or a marketing manager in Kenya. But I'm here also to tell you that where you are, the nursing profession is highly paid. Why not join as a nurse? I know you're already working in the business field, but join, study as a nurse, see how the system works. Eventually, when you learn, you can start a business looking after elderly people and also open a care home. I have seen videos of a Kenyan who is a multi-millionaire. She's got a care home. It will keep you busy. Start doing things that will keep you really, really, really busy. I'm not sure if you have children, but for those of you who move to the US or the UK, you've got children, there's a lot of activities to do. You take your children for school runs. You take your children for birthday parties, swimming lessons, skating, all sorts of things, dancing. So those activities will keep you busy. And you also take your children for lunch. If you're trying for a baby, sissy, be on the platforms. Pray to God for God to give you a child and you will be busy. Sometimes loneliness where you don't have a child can be daunting in a foreign country. But again, it's also good that first you settle. You get to understand the system, and then you conceive and have your child, and then, keep yourself busy with the baby, because there'll be so many activities. You need to take your child to the library to read books. You need to borrow books. You need to take your child for so many lessons and activities because you'll be keeping yourself busy. So you are blessed to be in America on a visa, whilst this time things are so tough for other people who don't have documentation and they're hiding and running away in America. Be grateful, my sister. So my conclusion is, for those of you who might want to migrate to any country, please and please and please, never allow anybody to discourage you. Life is about the opportunities and chances you get. Some make it in America, some make it in Africa. The moment you marry somebody who is from that particular country where you want to go, you have to be submissive and move to their country. Again, my sister, what you can even do as well is raise up some money, see the opportunities you can start in Kenya, like starting an Airbnb business, which you can even monitor whilst you're in the US. It will keep you busy as well. You can be going to Kenya up and down and checking on your properties. Also look at the investment opportunities that are there in Kenya and start investing your money in Kenya. But as long as you've married somebody who is going to receive their pension in the country where they live, I doubt very much that you'll be moving back to Kenya anytime soon. So remove Kenya from your mindset and think about where you're living now. And the problem with many Africans is that when they move to the Western world, they start calculating the money they are spending in their currency. It's about the mindset. They start calculating, how can I be paying rent $2,000? How can I be buying this for 1,500 pounds? Once you start calculating like that, you will never progress where you are. Just live according to the system and appreciate every day as it comes. So many people are crying for that opportunity. So be grateful to God. Be content. And therefore, I'm not discouraging anybody from relocating. One person's experience is not another person's experience. You have papers, run a business, especially when you're a spouse. You can do cleaning jobs as a contract. You can do hospitality. You can do so much. These are countries where every hour you get paid for it. So why should you waste an hour ranting on social media? Appreciate your opportunity. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You have both nationalities, Kenya and United States of America, which eventually you get an American passport. Use that as an opportunity to make money. Your world is your oyster. So don't complain about that opportunity, and you make people feel guilty for wanting to move. Don't do that. Just start looking at the good side of America. Once you start looking at the good side of America, you will succeed in that country. Otherwise, you will fall into depression. You will start crying every day. You will start complaining every day about your life in America. And you will never settle. My first years, I was like, I'm only here for school. After 3 years of going back, I'm here 21 years. Time goes by so quickly. You start looking back and say, what? 21 years already? So you'll be looking back and saying, wow, 15 years already? Do something that will keep you very, very busy, and you will thank me later. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Lily Mutams TV, where we are here to inspire you guys with amazing stories and also encouraging you guys about relocation, migration, and you appreciating God for every opportunity, because life is spiritual.